Hey y'all, today we'll be finding out which Bloodborne boss is not only the scariest but would be the scariest in real life. Now when I was finished with Dark Souls version of this video, I was thinking to myself like, ain't no way no other Souls game's gonna like top that. But I was wrong. Bloodborne is the one that topped it in my opinion. Now that I think about it, it has way more scarier and more nightmare fuel bosses compared to the other Souls games. Like bro, some of the enemies and bosses of this game literally requires you to have a great amount of knowledge, which in game is called insight, but lore wise is basically, just acquiring knowledge, because without this knowledge some of these beings would just drive you fucking insane due to how weird and complex they are. Also, I'm gonna separate the bosses into three categories. First, you have creepy / kinda scared category. These are the bosses that would, just be creepy or kinda scary. I literally just repeated myself. They're just creepy and kinda scary to encounter, but nothing to make you, shit yourself over. I mean, some of them would, don't get me wrong. Next, you have super scary category. These bosses are very scary as shit, but I don't know, I don't think they will really make you like question like your own existence or whatever, but encountering them would be like fucking horrifying. And then you have nightmare fuel category. These bosses are beyond horrifying in my opinion, and your brain probably couldn't even comprehend them, so you'll just go mad or in this game get frenzy or whatever. So yeah, without wasting too much time, let's get right into the list. Let's start with the creepy / kinda scary category first, and coming in at dead last for the least scariest boss, we have Lady Maria. Don't get me wrong, Lady Maria is kinda creepy if you think about it, cause I mean she's a vampire lady who can use blood magic, but compared to everyone else in Bloodborne, she's still the least scariest boss. She could also be reasoned with, cause she's technically a human, kinda, I don't know. So yeah, Lady Maria would not be all that scary in real life, unless she and this guy decides to pay your village or town that's happening to have a fucking alien in it a little visit. That's the only thing you should be scared of. But other than that, she's not all that scary. Gehrman is in the same boat as Maria. They're both humans at the end of the day, so they most likely can be reasoned with pretty easily. Plus, he's just an old man. Like, he's not really scary looking or anything. Sure, he's a skilled hunter that can like literally hunt like beasts of all nature and can use the power from Moon Deity, but he's not really a bad guy. Kinda. Again, what he did to that village was fucked up, but other than that, bro, he's not really all that scary. Mikolas. Yeah, this is when we kind of start stepping into the creepy part. Mikolas in his dream would be scary and creepy as hell to encounter, but in the real world, I don't think he has that much power. So at the end of the day, he would just come off as, a weird edgelord or whatever. Or troll, I guess. However, due to his knowledge and how he acts, he still would be scarier than Gehrman and Maria. However, I forgot to mention like how this guy can literally summon a literal great one's body part to attack you, and his call beyond move is still kind of weird to think about. So yeah, that would make him a bit more scarier than the first two in my opinion. Next up, we have the Witches of Hamlet. These old bitches would be nightmare fuel in real life. I mean, they can summon whatever the fuck these guys are. However, if you don't have a lot of knowledge, which us as normal humans wouldn't fuck. However, if you don't have a lot of knowledge, which us normal humans wouldn't, we wouldn't be able to see or get affected by them. However, the witches are still creepy as hell, especially looks wise. I mean, they look like something that should have been dead a few hundred years ago. Also, they have some weird arcane powers. They also do weird shit to people. So yeah, these guys are, yeah, they would be fucking scary as shit in real life. Now it's time to move on to the super scary category, starting with Father Gascoigne. Now you might be wondering why Father Gascoigne ranks so much higher compared to people like Maria and Gehrman and even the witches, and that's because sure, his human form might not be all that scary in terms of looks, but his second form would be nightmare fuel. I mean, first of all, if we're going by the state on how we encounter him in the game, his human form would still be scary because bro is literally going mad, and with a person of his skill set, that should literally not happen. There's literally a reason why some hunters have to hunt other hunters, because if a hunter goes mad, they would probably have to shut down a whole town or something. Now his second phase is why I put him this high. Imagine seeing this shit dead at night looking towards you. Nah, fuck that. Imagine it chasing your ass through the street. First of all, you wouldn't even be able to hide from him because bro is super fast and can leap into the air and shit. So yeah, Gascoigne would be horrifying in real life. Next we have Legarius. Man, this guy would make me shit bricks in real life. Not only is bro a walking fucking corpse that swings around a large scythe, but he can basically use this weird arcane magic bullshit as well that looks fucking creepy in of itself. Plus he's tall as hell too, so you would be lying to say that he wouldn't be as like fucking scary to encounter in real life. Bloodstarved beast, finally a beast boss, and yes, this thing that wears its back skin as a hood would be pure nightmare fuel. It's fast, poisonous, and big as hell. So imagine a rabid dog on crack that's big as hell. Yeah, you see how fucking scary that shit would be? Cleric Beast. The Cleric Beast beats the Bloodstarved Beast in like sheer size only, and obviously, I mean, look at it. The Cleric Beater would be fucking horrifying in real life. I mean, imagine just walking down the street, then you hear this fucking scream, and this big ass motherfucker just pops off from behind like a building, just ready to eat you and shit. I would be running away fast as hell, bro. Lawrence. No, not gonna spend too much time on Lawrence because he's basically the Cleric Beast with firepower, so obviously he would be even, you know, more scary to encounter. So yeah. The Shadows of Yarnam. Imagine you're walking into the woods one night, which by the way, don't ever fucking do some stupid shit like that. Like bro, go home. Anyways, you're walking and you see these three mysterious looking men in cloaks looking at you from a distance. What is your first thought? Is it a Playboy Cardi fan meetup, the Illuminati, or even worse, the Clan? Now that I think about it, the last two would still make it a Cardi fan meetup. Either way, they would have fucking killed you before you could even guess what the fuck they are. So yeah, these hooded guys are the Shadows of Yarnam, and they would be like horrifying to encounter. Not only do they have snakes protruding out their faces, one of them can shoot fireballs, the other can spray fire and also make his blade fiery, and the other is just a weeb, I guess. I don't know what his deal is. But the scariest thing about these guys is that they can summon giant fucking snakes. Like bro, what? Like that alone can make them like that alone makes them like super scary. The Celestial Emissary. These little guys would be scary in a weird alien way. Now while they might not look as nightmare fuel as some of the other bosses I mentioned before, the fact that they look like aliens would make people feel more threatened and scared by them. Vicar Emilia. This bitch, I mean, this boss is fucking scary as shit in game and would also be in real life. I mean, a big fucking screaming beast dog thing running around in what looks like a wedding dress is all like, it's definitely only some shit I would see in my nightmares, but seeing that in real life chasing after you would make anyone shit themselves. And if you say that this wouldn't be scary in real life, then you're fucking lying. Now we enter the nightmare fuel category. These bosses are the most scariest bosses in Bloodborne. It would probably make some people go mad from even just looking at them. Up first for this category we have the Wet Nurse. This thing is just pure nightmare fuel if you think about it. She doesn't have a face nor a body, which adds to like, I don't know, some weird horror element about her. The fact that she has a lot of arms too and is big as hell makes me think that this is like a sleep paralysis demon come to life. She can also clone herself and surround the area in darkness, so yeah, she would be fucking, again, horrifying in real life. Next we have Dark Beast Parl. So you're telling me a giant electrified skeleton dog man thing running around with no organs wouldn't be scary in real life? Come on, man. This thing is pure nightmare fuel. But you know who else would be pure nightmare fuel? Abrid. This mutated vagina would make me piss me trousers if I ever saw it in real life. Because as much as Bloodborne has some ugly ass horrifying ass bosses, I think Abrid takes second or third place for the most scariest looking. However, the reason why she isn't in the top 5 or 3 is because she's one of the few bosses on this list who doesn't just straight up wants to kill you at first. And it seems like Abrid, due to some things in the lore, can actually somewhat be reasoned with. However, I'm not saying regular people like me and you could reason with her, but it seems like she won't just outright kill us for no reason unless we attack her first. Kinda the same thing with Rom. Rom definitely ranks higher than Abrid due to the fact that, well, she's a fucking giant spider with a stone-like face, and she has many other spider kids that can attack you. And I think spiders are very creepy. No, I don't have a phobia of them, but I definitely know people who do, and the fact that a lot of people have arachnophobia is definitely why I would put Rom this high on this list. Living Failures. Sure, these guys look dumb as fucking game, but in real life they would probably be scary as shit. No, not probably. definitely would be scary as shit to look and to encounter. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, but these things running around summoning meteors, just swinging their big stupid hands around, just would definitely just not sit right with me. I don't know. And yeah, again, they can summon meteor showers, and shit would definitely make a lot of people, including myself, shit bricks, man. The One Reborn. First of all, this thing looked like someone ripped a human inside out ass first, and if you saw this descending from the sky the way it did in the game, you'd be scared too. And what makes it more unsettling is the fact that it looks like 100 bodies got conjoined to make whatever the fuck this is. So yeah, this guy would be scary as shit in real life. Now we have everyone's favorite child, the Orphan of Cause. This thing would have gave me like nightmares in real life. The way it screams, the fact that its weapon of choice is its placenta or whatever you call it, the amount of anger it has, and the way it looks is horrifying to think about. You know, when it comes on to bosses like Abrid, you can at least try to reason with it. Orphan can't be reasoned with. I mean, bro's just a big man baby throwing a temper tantrum, so your only choice is to run if you encounter it. Then again, you probably won't escape because bro moves around like this. So yeah, good luck with that, and that's why Orphan ranks so high on this list. Now for the number 3 spot, we have Ludwig. Where can I even fucking start with this guy? First of all, his appearance, like what the fuck am I looking at? This is one of the main reasons why I'm glad 2 different species can't make a baby, because he looks like the result of what would happen if a guy fucked a horse. Not only that, but Ludwig's like enormous. Not only that, but Ludwig's like enormous in size as well, and he's fast as hell too. But what I think makes Ludwig even more scary in my opinion is the fact that he can talk. Like, imagine seeing this thing looking at you and it just begins to like speak. Honestly, it gives off Beast Titan vibes. Like, for those who watch Attack on Titan, one of the main reasons why the Beast Titan was kind of creepy at first is because he could talk. Anyways, Ludwig would be the 3rd most scariest boss from Bloodborne in real life. At 2nd place, we have the amygdala. The amygdala. Please forgive my pronunciation, please. Now I know you might be thinking that appearance wise, Ludwig is a way more scarier, and that's subjective. But in terms of lore, I think the amygdala is way more scarier and would be too in real life. Think about it, in game, in order to see them, you literally have to have over 40 insights or defeat Rom, which means lore-wise, you would have to gain enough knowledge just to comprehend what they are and know about their existence. So seeing them without enough knowledge, if that was even possible, would probably make you go batshit insane. I don't know. And don't lie to yourself, this shit is scary as hell to look at. Not only is it a building fucking sized creature, but I know looking at this is making some people trypophobias like act up or some shit. But out of everyone or everything in Bloodborne, which boss is truly the scariest and would be the scariest in real life? And to answer that, I would say, come on, it's the Moon Presence. There is so much about this boss that is scary. Let's just start with its appearance. I don't know how to describe it, but there's just something kind of uncanny about the way the Moon Presence like moves and shit. At least it would be way more in real life, because in game it looks normal, but in real life, if you think about that, it would just look like fucking horrifying. I mean, the tentacle dreadlocks, the rib cage, it looks like a mixture of beast and alien. The second thing is what this creature is capable of. I mean, Gearman, who is a badass beast hunter, had to submit to this thing and became the host of the dream that this thing created. Yes, dream. The Moon Presence, from what I remember, created the hunter's dream as well, and made this guy stuck in basically purgatory for years. Not only that, but the Moon Presence has its own motives. Basically, it's behind all the shit that happened in the game. It's a Moon Presence that wanted us to kill another great one, Murgo, and stop the Mensis ritual. The fact that this thing isn't just a mindless monster running around, but a very intelligent, scheming one that can create its own dream dimension would be more than horrifying or terrifying in the real world. So yeah, the Moon Presence, in my opinion, is the scariest boss in Bloodborne and would be the scariest in real life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, that's it.